Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. And this week's Fool is Carla Lockhart of the DUP. Fool or liar? I'll let you be the judge of that. So she was speaking to the BBC shortly after Prince Charles delivered the Queen's speech, and while it didn't contain any explicit language about removing the Northern Ireland Protocol, it did talk about maintaining trade between all parts of the United Kingdom. But Carla tried to sell the idea that the cost of living crisis can't be fixed as the protocol is making the situation worse. Have a listen.
Are you going to nominate a Deputy First Minister following Sinn Féin's victory?
Our position remains very, very clear on this issue. The government cannot have the protocol and the executive. It is one or the other. And we want the border to go in the Irish Sea. Our agenda has always been to ensure that the government act on this. I know that my party leader has had discussions with the Prime Minister this morning. We want to see legislation brought forward that will restore Northern Ireland's place within the United Kingdom. It cannot be hyphened off, and the cost of living, you only have to look at the cost of living in Northern Ireland and the fact that it can't even be addressed because of the protocol. So we want to see the protocol go.
That's very strange, because when she says that the protocol doesn't allow for the cost of living crisis to be dealt with, this is a tweet from Manufacturing Northern Ireland. Obviously, it represents manufacturing in Northern Ireland. And it says here, inflation trends now reversed from consistently above UK average and amongst the highest region to consistently below UK and amongst the lowest. Food prices 8% lower than Great Britain, exports 60% higher. Manufacturing employment growing 4 times faster than the United Kingdom. Could go on. So Manufacturing Northern Ireland is saying, well, because of the protocol, Northern Ireland is in a better position than the rest of the UK. So prices are lower and exports are higher. Now, of course, there is a cost of living crisis, but in order to deal with that, it would be best to have the protocol respected, but it would, of course, be best to have the Northern Ireland executive operating, which the DUP do not want. Now, she also talked about her party being consistent in getting rid of the protocol, getting rid of the border in the Irish Sea. Well, there's a little problem with that. Back in 2020, her current leader, Jeffrey Donaldson, said this.
If the government sticks to the agreed Brexit deal, there will be a form of sea border. But the DUP appears to no longer be calling it a threat to the Union, instead seeing it as an opportunity.
Well, in the end, customs checks doesn't mean that you change the constitutional status of a part of the United Kingdom. That's not going to happen. Already we're seeing the political parties and business leaders coming together to see how we actually exploit the opportunities that may arise from this situation, not only to ensure we have full access to the UK market, but we've also got access to the EU market.
And there you have it. You have the leader of the DUP talking about how Northern Ireland is in a privileged position where it has access to the UK market and it has access to the EU market. And we have Manufacturing Northern Ireland here saying how Northern Ireland is in a better position than the rest of the UK. But you have the DUP saying, no, we don't want an executive because of the protocol. And that's why Carla is our Fool of the Week. See you next time for our next Fool of the Week.